5 other individuals have been charged in connection with the infamous Union Street Party confrontation between police officers and the self-proclaimed real gangster, Simon Lubin. Law officers attempted to break up an apparent mass gathering on Wednesday, May 6th, in accordance with COVID-19 social distancing protocols. However, they were subjected to a profanity-laced diatribe by Lubin, whose rant provided much fodder for social media platforms after several videos of the incident went viral. The police provided an update on the incident during the latest weekly media briefing at the NTN studios on Monday.
We can now report that following the incident, one male identified as Simon Lubin of Leslieland Castries was formally charged for insulting words, 2 counts of threats, and 2 violations of the curfew order. 5 other males were also charged for violations of the curfew order in relation to that incident.
Acting Commissioner of Police Milton Daisy confirms that 2 police officers have been charged in connection with the incident.
The other persons who have been arrested was just for breaching the curfew, for example, not wearing a mask in the public and so on. So that we have done. We have 6 persons arrested.
Okay.
And, yes.
A hot question from the media houses is, did the officers who were present turn themselves in? Which officers were arrested, charged? What happened?
Yes, officers turned themselves in. Some were arrested based on the explanation and the statements that they give, but others were released pending further investigations.
How many officers were charged?
I think it's 2 officers have been charged.
Daisy sought to explain the difference in the proportionality of the charges laid against Lubin and the off-duty police officers who attended the unauthorized social activity.
Based on what we saw on the video, although sometimes videos are not conclusive, however, we had statements from the officers who responded to that scene and the way and manner in which he behaved, the use of abusive and insulting words. He had to be charged criminally for that. It's not just a matter of breaching the curfew. He committed some offenses. Unlike the officers who were there, I don't think any officer committed any criminal offense per se, but in terms of being present, yes, they were there. They did not have their mask and so on, so they would have been charged for that. But Simon's case and the officer and also other civilians' case were totally different.
The Union Street Party confrontation is just one of a handful of recent standoffs between law enforcement and the public, which has resulted in physical and verbal abuse of officers. While the top cop says the actions of police officers are guided by the use of force continuum, the same standards apply in certain circumstances to citizens. Daisy made it clear that the police will continue to uphold the law without fear or favor, and anyone who breaches the quarantine guidelines will be arrested and taken to the courts to face justice. Colby DeVoe, HTS News Force.